This is Smallzy Surgery.
We are letting the stars of the brand new Superman movie take over the show. It has just had its reboot. The brand new stars of it are David Corenswet, Nicholas Hoult, and Rachel Brosnahan. Superman, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor. Let's get them on.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it.
Hi, I'm David Corenswet.
I'm Nicholas Hoult.
Hi, I'm Rachel Brosnahan.
They've always been wrong about me. I get scared, but that is being human. And that's my greatest strength.
Look at you three. Congratulations on the film.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Not too bad yourself.
Even the villain is hot, right? Wouldn't you agree, David?
Especially
Even
important in
the
a film
villain.
like this to have a hot villain.
Well, congratulations on the film. Did you all have a pinch yourself moment when you find out that you're going to be in a Superman film? Like, there are a few characters that traverse the course of time, and all three of you have characters that people know and love.
I kept asking Nick to pinch me, but then he complained, and so I had to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full HR violation.
And what about you, Nick? Because you full went transformation. And David, we'll get to yours in a second, but you shaved the head, right?
I did, yeah, which was something I was looking forward to. I shaved my head before for a job, and I quite enjoyed the feeling of it. So I let my son, my older son, do it for me.
It's a bold move because, like, I mean,
Bold move.
Yeah, I was
nice.
going to say because you don't know what you look like without hair.
You knew you had a good head.
Thanks.
That's my personal fear about ever shaving, like going the buzz cut with you, like you, David. Is like I just don't know what I would look like. It brings on anxiety.
Yeah. Well, it's the uncertainty. I recommend just doing it in a period where you don't have to go outside for 2 months.
Okay,
I'd
sure.
recommend doing half the head.
Is that what it is?
Deciding-
Then you can check.
And
Yeah.
then being like, which side do you
Yeah.
prefer, and
Yeah.
stick with that one.
You would have been shaving daily when you were filming, right? Because hair grows back, right?
Yeah, no, daily
Yeah.
morning when I was shooting, and then spray paint over the top so you couldn't see the follicles.
Wow, that is
Still
commitment.
pretending to
No
use this.
follicles allowed.
And Rachel, what was your physical transformation for the role?
Oh,
These two
enormous.
boys. What did you?
Yeah, it was really tough, really huge. I spent so much time in the gym. No, I
Well, you were a foot taller before we started shooting, weren't you? And you had to,
I had to. I had this really aggressive surgery to make myself shorter
Absolutely.
because of their infamous height difference.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering. No, it was the most like myself I've ever looked on screen, probably, which is transformational in its own right.
David, well, I'm going to ask a question about you and wearing the Superman, the suit for the first time. But for you guys, when you saw him for the first time in the suit, is that when it became real that you were in the suit? Tell me what that was like, because the internet has thoughts. Seeing you in the trailer, David, and we'll get to those thoughts from the internet in just a second. But your co-stars' thoughts, what were they when you saw him?
It honestly just made me feel like you looked heroic and incredible and awesome. And also, like, it's difficult to wear a superhero suit and look good.
Yeah.
And David carried that suit perfectly. And also it made me feel like a kid watching, like, one of my favorite heroes walk into a set. And I think you said earlier today, like, it kind of sucked all the air out of the room in a positive way, where suddenly everyone was like, oh, wow, look, that's our hero. And that's what it felt like. You just embodied it perfectly.
Well, he walked on. I mean, I saw one of the. I can't remember if you were there at this, but if we saw it together. But one of the first tests of the trunks.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a finished suit. And even in the unfinished version, David walked onto a room not unlike this one. It was pretty empty. It was a big sound stage, and there were quite a lot of people in there, and everyone just went completely silent. And we felt like Superman was in the room with us, and it was definitely one of those pinch me moments, and one of many, because then sometimes you get struck in the small moments, when you're in the middle of a scene that you wouldn't think you'd be like, wow, we're in a Superman movie, but it's the tiny moments when you're just walking between trailers or going to the bathroom or whatever, where you're like, holy shit, there's Superman.
How was getting into the suit? Was there a lot of Vaseline used? Is it a two-piecer?
No,
Is it a one-piece?
Yeah, David, tell us about your Vaseline.
How could you possibly do that?
I don't know.
No, it's baby powder. Yeah, baby powder.
Yeah, okay. Because that'd be sticky. I can imagine, like,
yeah, I mean,
if you're even a little.
It got sticky.
Let's not go any further in that conversation. It's baby powder, and we even, I think, stopped using baby powder at some point. You sort of, the suit kind of eventually molds to your body a little bit. The fabric heats up with your body, and so getting in and out becomes a little bit easier.
Yeah.
until our costume designer says, I think it's time to take it in a little bit.
Oh.
Because it stretches out.
Oh,
So
okay.
you need to
You come back from lunch.
That was my
over the course
request.
no, not even that, but just over the course of shooting, as I'm fighting in it and
Yeah.
pulling at it, it starts to, like your t-shirts get stretched out.
Yeah.
You don't just throw this suit in the dryer and have it shrink back up. You have to take it in at the seams. So there was always that day where it took us 10 or 15 minutes longer to get into it because we were squeezing and anyway.
I appreciate it.
more about
I would like to bring
ask Scotty.
the internet's feedback to you
Yes,
when they
please.
saw you. Daddy was a comment. Just Daddy.
That was me again.
Yep. I've absolutely nothing appropriate to say about this. My ovaries will never emotionally recover. I think you're a hit in the suit.
Yeah, great. This is about me in the suit.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Not what I would have expected.
No,
I'm surprised you got my diary.
Hey guys, congratulations on the film.
Oh,
I loved it, and thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're listening to the Smallzy Surgery Podcast.
Hear more from Smallzy live weeknights from 8.
Only on Nova.